Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 39 of All Elite Again, the TEW9 series. I'm Yeholda Amigo, so welcome back to the series, or welcome back to the channel. Excuse me. I started off so good there. Yeah. Anyways, let's get right into it this time. No funny business. On the last episode, we booked the Dynamite 1 year anniversary show. And yeah, as you can see here, it went very well. We scored a 91. It was the second best Dynamite we've ever run. And yeah, I feel like this is let's go ahead and look over the card. On the pre-show, we had a big 10-man, kind of a cruiserweight division preview kind of match. We've got Dragon Lee, Wheeler Yuta, Ultimo Dragon, Leo Rush, and Darby Allin on the babyface side. Taking on Kip Sabian, Robbie Eagles, Chris Ridgway, Jack Evans, and Angelico, who technically isn't a cruiserweight, but I figured he could be in the match too. It's on, it's the pre-show. All right, and then on to the actual show. We had Walter taking on Bryan Danielson in a match for the Prime Championship. And yeah, a 91, or no, excuse me, sorry, an 88. I was looking at the wrong number. An 88. This match went really well. Walter got a 94, my goodness. Yeah, I believe we had Swerve Strickland provide a bit of distraction to Bryan Danielson in the match, kind of costing him the win. And you see here, they went 29 minutes, nearly a half hour. Wanted to give him a lot of time to really cook because I know how good these two are. So yeah, glad that went well. We gave Cody 6 minutes and we let him ramble like a Twitch streamer. He got an 87. Shout out to Cody. We had the Briscoes get their revenge over beer money in a match that got a 76. I explained on the last stream that for this match, my idea was we would have basically the match would be going so that the Briscoe brothers, they've got the momentum on their side. It's looking like they're about to hit their finish and win the match. They're gonna hit the Doomsday device with Mark springboarding, whatever. And then yeah, you have the members of Suzuki-gun descend upon the ring and attack the Briscoe brothers, giving them the win by DQ, of course. But here they are getting their asses kicked by Suzuki-gun, and who comes to the rescue? Maria Kanellis. Maria Kanellis comes out and points to a stipulation in the contract, which, mind you, Bobby Roode had the chance to read the contract, laughed in Maria's face after she told him she made revisions. So yeah, he didn't know about this, and she states that if the match ends in a DQ, the offending parties will all be fined $25,000 each and ejected from the arena. So yeah, Suzuki-gun big mad now, and yeah, and also the match is to be restarted. So yeah, the match is restarted. Beer money, they don't know what to do. They're freaking out. Briscoes, they take advantage. They win the match. Boom. So yeah, that was the angle in my head. We couldn't really put that into the game. I think I just had Maria at ringside. But yeah, that's what happened there. Caitlyn showed up and wanted to work, so we had her get attacked by AJ Mendez, Nikki Storm, and Max the Impaler while she was talking to Davina and Mia Yim. Yeah, they all got jumped. So yeah, thanks Caitlyn. Thanks for coming. We had Awesome Kong defend the Women's Championship against Hana Kimura in a match that got a 76. And yeah, in this match, we revealed that Penelope Ford and Dark Sheik are now aligned with Stokely Hathaway. So yeah, they're joining Stokely's Angels alongside Ali and Awesome Kong. The Young Bucks cut a promo backstage and then ran into SCU, who basically told them, like, after this, we got next. So you better win. Yeah, and in fact, they did win. We had the Briscoes defeat FTR to retain the tag titles in a match that got an 84. We had the Death Riders just kind of talking shit in a promo backstage, and then Eddie Kingston and Kento Miyahara kind of roll up on them and get all in their faces, setting up a tag match, which we'll be booking today. Right, we had an AJ Styles promo with Sting and Adam Page that didn't go so well. But the main event did pretty good. Got an 85. And yeah, we had Cody retain the world title over AJ Styles with a tainted victory. Yeah, no interference from MJF for anyone, but Cody did in fact cheat. I imagine maybe he can do the old school like the referee kind of gets bumped into the corner by both wrestlers so he can't see, and then Cody low blows him behind the ref's back. You know, I think Cody's old school enough that he could successfully pull that angle off. So yeah, the match got an 85. Cody's still the champion. AJ Styles only got a 70. So yeah, that was the 1 year anniversary episode. Oh wait, actually, should we look at Dark? It wasn't a crazy Dark. Got a 78. Death Riders picking up a win in the main event. We also had Davina Rose and Mia Yim get a win, and Moose and Joe Doring getting a win over Private Party. And that leads us to here and now, where we are. We're officially on the road to Full Gear. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks until then. And yeah, we're going to have Full Gear. And then right after that, on Monday, the 16th of November, we're going to have the debut of AEW Collision. So basically, the build to all that starts now. Officially. So it's time for us to advance. Gringo Loco is dating Lady Shani. I mentioned this at the end of the last episode. I hope this helps get her booked somehow. Because yeah, I don't know what they're doing down there, but they just don't want to book Lady Shani or Suri. I don't know. How's everybody doing? It is a it is a Sunday at the time of this stream. Sunday afternoon. I hope everybody's doing well. Oh, that's interesting. See, because actually, we didn't touch on this. We are in contract negotiations with Bandido because we want him to be exclusive to us. He's been working AAA and Dragon Gate and The Crash and all these companies, PWG, I think. And, he got injured working one of those shows. And I kind of just decided, enough is enough. We want him here. We want him healthy. I don't want him getting hurt at indie shows. AAA offered him $170,000 per month. Jesus, he's not considering it. Thank God. We kind of panicked and offered him $100,000 per month for 3 years. I started at $50,000. He didn't go for it. I immediately jumped to $100,000 because I freaked out. But yeah, he seems very receptive of this offer. So, and yeah, this news. Oh wait, let's see here. Oh no. CMLL. Oh no. CMLL with a big offer, $131,000 per month, 10% bonus. And he's seriously considering this. Okay, so we're gonna have to do something about this. This is a new development. We're already offering him $100,000 for 3 years. We're already giving him a 10% bonus. All right, what if we up this? Jesus, he's only recognizable, mind you, but he is Bandido. It's not like he's some scrub. Like he's Bandido. He's got 88 star quality. He's already well on his way to being, he's over. He's in the mid 50s. We've got our cruiserweight division kind of shaping up. Yeah, let's try 120. See if he goes for this. One of the offers. Okay. I don't like the sound of that. All right, let's do 130. This is a lot of money. This is like top tier money, but I think Bandido's worth it. He's got 88 star quality. He's really good. He's been good the whole time he's been here. We're about to Spoilers. I'm planning on turning him babyface soon. Oh, okay, well, yeah, he'll seriously consider it. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll see what happens with this. Hopefully, we keep Bandido. CMLL throwing their hat in the ring. Pegaso's contract coming to an end. Okay. I feel like there's a bunch of other things we need to talk about. So, all right, as we see here, Kenny Omega is willing to put over MJF. Don't want to forget that. Oh, we need to make Brandy heel. Right, let's do that right now. Cody has been getting penalized because we turned him heel, but we forgot about Brandy. Oh, workspace. Okay, so yeah. All right, so we need to turn her heel because we don't want our world champion getting penalized because his manager is a face. We could just have her not manage him. Actually, I didn't think about that before, but we could just go ahead and do that until we decide to actually turn her heel. Right, so that takes care of that. I just wrote three-way round robin between FTR, SCU, and the Young Bucks. Yeah, I was talking about how very early in ROH, they had a show with a three-way round robin between Bryan Danielson, Christopher Daniels, and Loki, I believe it was. So I kind of wanted to do something like that with FTR, SCU, and the Young Bucks. We've already done Young Bucks versus FTR, and we had the Young Bucks go over. So if we want to continue this, I think, or well, yeah, I'm planning on having FTR face SCU. I think what would have to happen is they would have to win, and then SCU would somehow have to get a win over the Young Bucks. And that'll give us a perfect excuse to book some kind of three-way match at the pay-per-view. You see here, I wrote tag team, maybe an Iron Man, maybe a best 2 out of 3 triple threat. That's the current plan for the pay-per-view. So yeah, I think that's how we're gonna get there. We're not gonna do it all in one night like Ring of Honor. We're not stupid is the word I'm looking for. No, that's not stupid. That's pretty rad, actually. Rad. Also, yeah, speaking of the pay-per-view, let's go, since we're on the road to the pay-per-view, let's go ahead and look at the card so far. I've made some changes since the last time I showed this. I wanted to do Cody versus Kenny Omega, a rematch for the championship. But now I'm thinking, since Kenny Omega is offering to put over MJF, and actually Adam Page has beaten Cody in singles matches twice already, and MJF, I believe. So why don't we have Adam Page go for the World Championship at the pay-per-view, and we do Kenny Omega versus MJF on the card? I think that's what we're gonna do. It makes sense to me. Kenny Omega is gonna put over MJF, so yeah, that's the plan. The Torneo Cibernetico, that's definitely happening. Latin Mafia, obviously it's Andrade, Santana, Ortiz, Garza Jr., and Humberto. Obviously, everybody knows that. Yeah, on the babyface side, we've got Lucha Brothers, Wagner Jr., Dragon Lee, and Bandido. We could, see, I put Dragon Lee on the babyface team. We could put Eddie Kingston in there and maybe do something like Latin Mafia has control of Dragon Lee. He's subservient to them, and the stipulation of the match is like, okay, if the babyfaces win, Dragon Lee is freed. But if they lose, I'm thinking we can do like loser. If they lose, the loser has to join Latin Mafia. I think that's a really cool stipulation. I've been you know, with the CMLL series going, I've been very lucha minded lately. So yeah, this is kind of a very cool match to me. And actually, yeah, let's go ahead and make this official. We're gonna take out Dragon Lee and put in Eddie Kingston. Put my phone right on the keyboard. Very smart. This. All right, yeah, so 5-on-5 Cibernetico. That's gonna be sick. All right, for the women's title, I want to either have Sarah Del Rey challenge for the belt, or we can do Osman Kong versus Hannah Kimura too. Honestly, we need to test how good Sarah Del Rey is and see if it's worth doing. So that's what's going on with that. I already mentioned the tag match. I would really like for Jon Moxley to put over Kento Miyahara. He doesn't seem to want to put anyone over, but we've got 5 weeks till the pay-per-view, so I think I'm gonna try to do some positive meddling of their relationship and see if that helps things. Because yeah, it would be really cool if Jon Moxley would put him over, but we'll see. For the Prime Championship, I want to do Walter versus Bryan Danielson versus Swerve Strickland. We've already done Danielson versus Walter. I think adding Swerve Strickland is only going to make that better, I'd say. And yeah, I already mentioned the world title match, so that's what's going down. That's the current plans. I think there's some titles that I haven't got in there, like the women's tag title. So yeah, there's still time to the pay-per-view. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we already saw this. Flip Gordon wants to come to the main roster. I think he's injured. All right, yeah, let's keep advancing. So we got to get all the way to Wednesday. So yeah, I guess we need to figure out who should challenge for the women's tag titles at the pay-per-view. We're about to do Davina Rose and Mia Yim. I don't know. We'll see. We've got we've got 5 weeks to figure it out. All right, my laptop getting very loud all of a sudden. Sounds like it's about to explode. Oh, it was loading SmackDown results. That makes sense. Sheamus and Sami Zayn defeated the New Day. All right, good main event. Let's see. Announcer. All right. I always check these CMLL contract offers just kind of to see who's leaving, but I don't know if there's actually anyone that I would like straight up hire if they were available. Oh boy. Oh, 100. Wow. Wow. And speaking of CMLL, I guess Kenny Omega wrestled there. Let's see. Wow, he was like on tour with them. All right, they jobbed him out to Caristico. Cool. He won a match with Dralistico. He teamed with Caristico to beat Bulldor Jr. and Atlantis. All right, yeah, didn't even know he was there. Oh, we've got a first review. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna sign any of these guys, but let's take a look. He's a 19-year-old high flyer. All right, he's got a prickly personality. So yeah, we definitely don't need this guy. Okay, no, this is a AAA offer. Oh, so CMLL matched AAA's offer, but they're giving him 2 years, and he's considering it. What if I give him 4 years? You know, the good old get out of jail free card. Add another year. Hey, all right, Bandito's a man of reason. He's a man of logic, sense. All right, I bet CMLL didn't see that coming. You guys should have offered him 3 years. I think he's more over in Mexico too than he is in the States. Yeah, you know, they should have offered him 3 years. I don't know. I don't know what to tell him. With Collision coming up, like I'll be honest here, I haven't really planned anything that we're gonna do for that. But I feel like the first episode is gonna have to be a pretty big show. We're gonna have to find some cool matches to put on that. Caristico got hurt. Oh no. But yeah, I guess we can start thinking about that probably like after this stream. I'm sure CM Punk will be involved in some way because remember I hired him in my bout of temporary insanity. I went insane for a minute. I hired CM Punk. When does he get back? Pretty soon, Friday the 23rd. Let's get to Wednesday already. Oh, Bound for Glory. Let's see what happened there. Katrina Walters defeated Tessa Blanchard in a ladder match. That was the main event. Okay. Eddie Edwards versus Eli Drake. Alright, yeah. This is definitely a card. Starlight get injured. Let's see, what's the injury? Oh, strained wrist? Alright, cool. Yeah, we've got some stuff planned, or we've got a lot of stuff actually planned for this next show. And even with all the stuff we've got planned, I was like, there's still some people where it's like, oh yeah, this person should probably get a promo. Like, Hannah Kimura should probably say something after losing the world title match, right? And maybe, yeah, we're definitely gonna try to fit in a bunch of promos on this next episode. I mean, I guess I'll show you the notes when we get to Wednesday. Bandido has recovered from his injury. That's good because we're gonna book him. Matt Taven maybe going to New Japan. Oh, Jay White won the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Oh, good for him. Good for him. All right, we're finally about to make it to Wednesday. See if Bandido accepts our contract offer. That would be nice. It would be very reassuring if we're about to book him, and it would be cool to know that he's not gonna sign with CMLL right after. Oh, let's see. Oh, just people wanting a pay raise. Come on. He wants $60. Sure. He wants $70. All right, yeah, cool. Lady Flamer wants $140. Yeah, sure. And we're still waiting on Bandido. All right, that's fine. It's finally Wednesday, and it's time to book some Dynamite. All right, it is October 14th. We were last in the Southeast. All right. Let's go to the. Let's see. Oh, we haven't been to the Mid-Atlantic since August. We haven't been to New England since July. All right, let's go to New England. All right, we're heading to Connecticut. 10,000. Man, you know, I've been playing the CMLL file a lot lately. So I know in that file, I desperately need character ideas. I don't really know what I should get here. So let's just go for a little of everything. Let's get an angle. Likely to succeed. Let's try another one. Safe bet for Nick Jackson. All right, well, that's kind of useful. Let's get a character idea. Oh, a near certainty. All right, that's good. Yeah, a successful meeting. Thank you, booking team. Brandy Rhodes and Garza Jr. going at it backstage. All right, that's interesting. Training. All right, we're gonna meddle with the relationships of Jon Moxley and Kento Miyahara. I mean, it says it's unlikely to do much, but we're gonna try it anyways. You know, it's like, look, John, I know he's not that over, but you know, the point of the business is to put people over, dude. Come on. If he beats you, you can beat him in the third match, and you'll look even better. All right, it's finally Dynamite. What are we looking? I've got a women's tag title match coming up. I've got Dragon Lee versus Bandido. I want to give SCU a win. So I was thinking they could face the Dark Order, who kind of just fell off the face of the earth after Brody Lee beat Tommaso Ciampa in a match that was like not that great. So here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna the arrival of the Exalted One. We're just gonna end this storyline. Yeah, it's at 25 heat. My goodness. Yeah, we're just gonna end this. All right, yeah, and I'm just gonna book those guys in a match tonight, and we will just act like nothing happened. We'll just say, yeah, they won that feud. All right, Swerve Strickland is gonna have a match against Ilya Dragunov. I want to do some form of Death Riders versus Eddie Kingston and Kento Miyahara. We'll see about that. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen on the show. All right, first things first. Let's book the main event. What is her name? Oh, Nikki. Oh, Nikki Storm. Oh yeah, they're defending against Davina and Mia Yim. All right, yeah. I think it's too soon for AJ Mendez and Nikki Storm to lose their titles here. So yeah, they're definitely gonna retain. I mean, yeah, we're just gonna give them a tainted win. I don't know why I'm overthinking it. AJ Mendez to be the victor. We're gonna do loser. Let's do loser Mia Yim. Tainted. Let's see. Do we have a creative finish we can use on this? And we have a likely to succeed. We're not. Yeah, we're not gonna bother. We give him 18. It is the main event. Yeah, we'll give him 18. All right. The Steel to Show match: Dragon Lee versus Bandido. Yeah, we've been booking Dragon Lee in singles matches more lately. We've been giving him a bunch of wins. And Bandido recently had a good match with AJ Styles, which he lost, but he earned AJ Styles' respect. So yeah, that's what's most important. And after that match, Cody tried to attack AJ Styles but got ran off by Sting. So yeah, that may be some foreshadowing to after this match. We're gonna give him a full 15. We may shorten it if we have to. Who should win? Bandido is 54. He's in like 40s or 30s. But yeah, I think Dragon Lee needs to win more actually. He's a heel. We were planning on turning Bandido face, but he's currently a heel. So actually, why don't we do this? All right, we're gonna start teasing a face turn for Bandido. Yeah, we're gonna have Dragon Lee win this. Gonna have it be a clean win. Let's do at ringside. We're gonna do Black Taurus. We're gonna do Demonic Flamita. And just to support their boy Bandido. All right, and since I mentioned it, we're gonna book the post match to this. We're gonna have Dragon Lee. All right, on this first part, let's do Dragon Lee working the crowd, Bandido working the crowd. Once again, respect has been earned between the two luchadors, Bandido and Dragon Lee. Even though Dragon Lee got the win and Bandido's a heel, they're gonna shake hands in the center of the ring. The crowd's gonna applaud. It's gonna be a great moment. So yeah, let's put Black Taurus and Demonic Flamita at ringside. We'll just have this be like. Okay. All right, yeah. So we had a nice little moment there, but it's about to be ruined by the Latin Mafia. We're gonna send them out. I need to change his name from Andrade Almas to Andrade El Idolo. All right, here comes Andrade to ruin the mood for everybody. We're gonna have Selena out here. We're gonna get all of them out here. Garza, we got Humberto, Santana, Ortiz. There's a lot of people in this angle. All right, this part is also going to be 1 minute. Storyline, or no, it'll be for show. All right, 2 minutes. Surprise. Or you know what? This can be storyline actually. And yeah, we're gonna have Andrade. He's gonna come out and he's basically gonna applaud the two wrestlers, and he's gonna say, "Wow, like what an amazing match." But Dragon Lee, you've been, I've been sending you invitations to join Latin Mafia because you know where this is where you're supposed to be, but you've been ignoring me, Dragon Lee. Why is that? And Dragon Lee is gonna look all shook. He's gonna be like, "Oh, like come on, man, come on, Andrade, just chill." And he's gonna be like, "Because you don't want to see what happens when you piss me off." And yeah, as Dragon Lee's pleading for him to chill, they're gonna attack Bandido. And yeah, I imagine we're gonna have Garza and Humberto attack Bandido. And I guess also Andrade. And Santana and Ortiz, they're kind of just gonna stand at ringside and stare down Black Taurus and Demonic Flamita. And Black Taurus and Demonic Flamita, they want no part of Latin Mafia. They don't want to get on their bad side. They're gonna put up their hands and say, "Hey, this isn't our problem." They're just gonna leave their boy high and dry as Dragon Lee watches Bandido get beat up. So yeah, Santana and Ortiz, we're gonna have them work the crowd. I hope this angle does well, but I wouldn't be shocked if it gets like a 50. We're just gonna keep these guys as background players. And actually, yeah, we're gonna extend this to 3 minutes. All right, so do we have a good angle idea for this? No. All right. All right, so Latin Mafia continues to run amok in AEW. Yeah, poor Bandido. Every time he earns somebody's respect, somebody's got to get jumped. Can't go around shaking hands with people, Bandido. You know what happened. Is Dragon Lee being overused? No. Well, all right then. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, I completely forgot about these other notes here. We'll get to these after the show, I guess now. We need to fix some of the ROH contracts. There's people like Colt Cabana and Kelly Klein who they're in ROH, but if we try to borrow them, we can't. They have these weird contracts set up where they're in ROH, but they don't work for us, which doesn't make sense because we own ROH. So yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. And somebody commented about 2 videos ago saying that I should just edit Alex Shelley to be an active wrestler again. And you know what? I never thought about that. So yeah, I might go ahead and do that. All right, let's get back to the show. SCU versus Dark Order. Maybe this could be the storytelling match. We're gonna do Daniels and Kazarian. No offense, Scorpio Sky. And we're gonna have them face the Dark Order combination of Evil Uno and Chris Brooks, because Chris Brooks is over, I believe. Yes, he's recognizable, even though he has cool momentum. All right, storytelling. Of course, we're gonna have FCU get the win. Let's give it to Kazarian. I feel like I always give all the wins to Christopher Daniels. I think we don't have anything. All right. Oh, you know what? Actually, I want to put Ultramantis Black at ringside. Should we put him on commentary? Actually, yeah, we'll have Stu Grayson at ringside. Yeah, we can have Ultramantis Black on commentary, and Excalibur is like, where's Brody King? Or where? I mean, not Brody King. Where's Brody Lee? And Ultramantis Black will be like, you fool! The Exalted One does not have to answer to the likes of you! Shout out to Ultramantis Black. Swerve versus Dragunov. I just need Swerve Strickland to beat somebody, and I figure if he wrestles Dragunov, it'll be a good match too. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah, Dragunov now just chilling in Ring of Honor because I never knew how to book him. He is good though. Can this be a wild brawl? He's a better technical wrestler, but he can do some brawling. And I'm assuming Ilya Dragunov is a really good brawler. Yes, he is. All right, yeah, we need a wild brawl on the card, so yeah, this will be it. And obviously, Swerve Strickland gonna get the win. I'll give him 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and get Don Callis on commentary so we can bury Bryan Danielson for losing to Walter, even though Swerve Strickland distracted him. Oh yeah, we have a whole post-match angle. Kenta is going to attack Swerve. He's finally gonna get some get back for being attacked by Swerve not once but twice. And then when he called him out for a match, Swerve basically said like, "You suck. I'm not gonna wrestle you." So yeah, Kenta getting a measure of revenge here. This is the protect your neck episode. Everybody getting jumped after their match. You better look over your shoulder, watch your back. Don Callis, we're gonna have him working the crowd. Maybe he sees Kenta run out and attack Swerve, and he's like, "God damn it!" And he just kind of throws down his headset and scrambles off commentary. And we'll have this part just be 1 minute. Surprise. But yeah, and then the second part we're gonna do. Okay. Unfortunately for Kenta, he is going to be outnumbered by Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs. The other clients of Don Callis so far. So the tables have turned for our hero Kenta. What is he to do? Enter a hero. Chris Hero. I just called Kenta the hero, but Chris Hero is the hero. He's here. Oh, making the save. There we go. I was looking for saving the day, and I'm just like, that's not what it's called. All right, and we're gonna end this on 1 minute. Foreshadowing. We're just gonna have all of them work the crowd. So yeah, Kenta lost his his tag partner Claudio Castagnoli, but it seems that he's got somebody new. He's gonna team with now, Chris Hero. So yeah, Chris Hero finally debuts. Don Callis is just working the crowd for 4 minutes in this segment. He's working the crowd in every bit. I don't know if that's a smart strategy, but that's what we're doing. All right. Yeah, we haven't done anything with Kenta in a while, but you know, he'll always be my boy. Oh, Walter's a major star. Wow, I didn't even know that. Yeah, I guess he did beat Bryan Danielson in the best match on the anniversary show. So yeah, that makes sense. All right, now Death Riders versus Eddie Kingston and Kenta Miyahara. We need to figure something out here. They can't just keep getting wins over Shingo. But that might be what it comes down to. So let's go ahead and see. We're gonna do Eddie Kingston, Kento. Versus Shingo. And let's see. Or what if we do, because we had Fergal beat Eddie one-on-one. Will Pac or Fergal put over Eddie Kingston or Kenta Miyahara? Eddie Kingston and Kento Miyahara. Oh, just gonna do it anyways. We're just gonna book it anyway. God damn it! Why do they have? What do you mean they have bad chemistry? Eddie Kingston has watched so much All Japan, and he will tell you about it in every promo. All right, let's see. Because I kind of, when I set this match up, I kind of forgot that we've kind of done this already. Let's see. Yeah, we had John Moxley and Shingo beat Kento and Eddie Kingston. So yeah, let's see if we can somehow get them to agree to put over Kento Miyahara. I feel like the only one willing to put him over is Shingo, and if that's the case, we'll just have to get Shingo in this match. But I would like, I would like them to get a win over Fergal or Pac. Let's ask Pac first. All right, we're not going to put anyone at ringside yet. Extremely unhappy. Oh my god. All right, so I imagine Fergal would be furious then, because I think he's a bit more popular. Furious. Okay. All right. You leave me no choice. Look, man, they just yes. No. I don't know, man. Pac, Fergal, and John just never they do not want to put over anyone. Anyone. And I'm just sitting here like, you guys, it's fucking Kento Miyahara. What are we doing? I'm not asking you to put over Jack Evans. I'm not asking you to put over Kip Sabian. No offense to those guys. This is Kento Miyahara. All right, beat Shingo. Will Fergal still be mad? We're gonna put Pac and John Moxley at ringside, but we're not gonna have them interfere or anything. They're just gonna be at ringside. All right, yeah, of course. Shingo, the only one who sees the vision. All right, so we've booked 93 minutes so far. We've got some promos left to drop in. But I think this is shaping up to be a good show. Oh, we need to do an opening segment with Cody. Brandy needs to tease her heel turn. MJF needs to be there. Maybe we bring out Arn. All right, let's do this. World title, world championship celebration. For 4 minutes. I'm gonna have Cody out there. We're gonna have MJF out there. We're gonna have Brandy. You know what, MJF? We'll have him talk. He might bring it down a little, but we gotta. He'll only get better if we give him chances. Brandy will be there teasing her heel turn. We're gonna have Arn there, so he can kind of be like, well, you cheated. Am I forgetting somebody? I don't know. We're gonna have AJ Styles off screen. And Paige and Kenny Omega off screen. And Sting. Yeah, I guess the way I imagine this would go would be that you'd have Cody in a nice suit and Brandy in a dress, MJF in a suit, and they've got their wine, they've got like their gold set up in the ring. Yeah, and basically Cody would just cut a promo about how, or MJF would kind of make a toast to Cody about how great he is and how he won the world championship match with no help from anyone, all by himself, as clean as a whistle. And Arn Anderson's gonna kind of make a face like, well, and they're gonna be like, what, Arn? What? You got something to say? And Arn Anderson's gonna take the microphone from MJF and he's gonna be like, "Well, look, Cody, look, I'm not one to judge. I've done some stuff in my past, but you cheated. We all saw it." And the crowd's gonna be like, "Oh." Cody Rhodes is gonna be like, "Look, Arn, you're the last person that has any room to talk about cheating. You want," and yeah, he's gonna kind of rip into Arn Anderson, and he's gonna get progressively more mad to the point where it looks like they're gonna beat him up. At which point we're gonna have Adam Page and Kenny Omega get out there. And yeah, Adam Page is gonna speak. Kenny Omega is gonna just be there. And yeah, basically Adam Page is gonna be like, "I can't sit back here and watch this bull crap anymore. I can't watch this bullshit anymore. You're sitting here calling yourself the world champion after everybody saw you low blow AJ Styles at the pay-per-view in plain view of everyone. It makes me sick to my stomach that we used to be friends. We used to be best friends, and you've completely changed. You've completely turned your back on me and Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and everyone. And we're all so disappointed in who you've become." And basically, he's gonna MJF is gonna go at him, and Adam Page is gonna be like, "Look, MJF, I've already proven that I'm better than you. And you know what, Cody? If my memory serves me correct, I've already proven that I'm better than you too." And the crowd again is gonna be like, "Oh." So yeah, we're planting the seeds for the Adam Page Cody title match at the pay-per-view. That's enough of that. We're gonna give him 8 whole minutes. Cody, please carry this. We're letting MJF talk in both parts. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should have MJF shut up in the second part. For the sake of the rating. We need more promos. All right, we're gonna do a respect. Yeah, we do so many respect angles. All right, so this is gonna come after SCU's match. We're gonna have the Young Bucks come out and basically congratulate them on the win and be like, you guys told us that you got next, and you know what? If you want it, you got it. You got the title shot. And we're gonna do it at Full Gear, and the crowd's gonna, politely clap for the friendship and camaraderie between the teams. At which point FTR is gonna come out and be like, "No, get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? What do you mean they get another title shot? You guys haven't beaten us. You think you deserve a title shot because you pinned the Evil Uno?" Who am I looking for? I'm looking for Christopher Daniels, Frankie. I'm too hyped up. I completely forgot who I was trying to put in the promo. We're gonna do a second part where we're gonna give. Yeah, we're gonna have FTR come out. And yeah, basically FTR is gonna come out and what's the other guy's name? Oh, Cash Wheeler. I was like, is his name like Chris or something? His name's Cash. Oh yeah, basically FTR is gonna come out and they're gonna kind of rag on SCU and say, you know, you guys keep walking around here calling yourself the #1 contenders, but you haven't beaten us. And until then, we're not gonna accept you guys getting the title shot over us. And SCU is gonna be like, all right, you know what? There's an easy way to settle that. Why don't you guys meet us in the ring next week? And we need a good warm up before our title match. A lot of zingers tonight. The crowd going, oh. We got matches, we got angles, we got matches, we got angles. We got 10 more minutes. Let's get some more promos on here. I mean, we've got a lot of people liking the promos. We got Bryan Danielson not doing anything on the card so far. We got Walter, Davina Rose or AJ Mendez can maybe cut a promo, just to hype up the main event a little. Yeah, Walter's a major star now. He should definitely get a 3-minute promo at least. We need more people from Maria to advocate for. The Briscoe brothers not really doing anything on this card, but yeah, we got to figure it out. She needs to. She's basically gonna be like the babyface equivalent of Don Callis, where Don Callis goes around being sleazy and jumping people and recruiting heels. She's gonna go around helping babyface. Yeah, so Maria, the advocate. Oh, you know who should get a promo actually? The Lucha Brothers. We need to build to that Torneo Cibernetico. We're backstage with let's get Renee Paquette, who hasn't been on the show. What's going on, Renee? And, yeah, it's gonna be one of those promos where it's like the Lucha Brothers have requested this time on the show. What's on your mind? And the Lucha Brothers are gonna be like, Latin Mafia, we see you guys going around here trying to act all tough. Well, nosotros tenemos todo miedo. Yeah, they're gonna cut their basic promo on Latin Mafia. We're not gonna put all of them off screen. We're just gonna do all right, we're gonna do a second part. We're doing a lot of multi-part promos on this show too. Oh, you know what? Did we put that backstage? We're gonna do whoops. Copy no one. We're gonna add a second part here where we're gonna I was thinking of having the whole Latin Mafia show up, but I'm too I'm too lazy to put all of them in this angle too, so we're just gonna have Cillian and Narelle to speak for the whole group. So she's basically gonna come up and kind of ominously be like, you should be careful when you speak the name of the Latin Mafia. She's gonna try to intimidate them, even though she's by herself. You know what? Let's give her Garza and Humberto actually too, with her. Give them some screen time. Oh, accidentally. Okay. This has definitely got to come before the whole angle with the beatdown. So we'll just put this like here. Yeah, after all the stuff with Swerve and Kenta. All right, we should get a promo from Hana Kimura. Oh, and actually, you know what? We should book Sarah Del Rey in a dark match because we don't actually know how good she is. So yeah, let's do 3-on-3. All right, let's just grab any 3 heels. Dude, Julia, Jamie Hayter, and I think I did Zooks this last time. Although they've got her as a face. Here, we'll do Stephanie Vaquer. They never book her. All right, we'll do Hana Kimura, Martina, and Sarah Del Rey against who did I get? Julia, Jamie Hayter, and Steph Vaquer. And let's give Sarah Del Rey the win. Just so we can get a sense of how good she is to see if we actually want to give her a title match on pay-per-view. If she gets at least like a 55 or something, I think that'll be fine. But if she gets like a 45, we're going to have to run that match before the pay-per-view, basically. All right, with that being done, let's give Hana Kimura a quick promo. What am I doing here? I'm trying to. I thought I was on this one. RJ City, interviewer. Hana Kimura being interviewed. This is pretty much just an angle to get her on the show. So I don't really have anything for this. We're just gonna have Awesome Kong, Stokely off screen. We're gonna get Ali, Penelope. And who else? Oh, Dark Sheep. Yeah, Hana Kimura lost, but it wasn't a clean loss. She was kind of robbed. It took Stokely Hathaway, Ali, Dark Sheik, and Penelope Ford all to help Awesome Kong beat her. Hana Kimura not the best promo in the world. Let me put this. Just put it after the Lucha Brothers stuff. This is going to be the promo part of the show where people can go make a sandwich or something. Not saying that's what I do when people are cutting promos, but some people might. No, I definitely do walk away sometimes when MJF's cutting promos because it's like, all right, dude, I need to use the bathroom and I know you're going to talk for another 10 minutes. So let me just go now. All right, we only need to book 3 more minutes. Who? Oh, Bryan Danielson. Yeah, Bryan Danielson, not one to whine or complain, but he's just gonna basically say, you know what, I lost the match, I accept it. But Swerve Strickland, I've got my eye on you. Oh, what am I doing? All right, so that we're at exactly 115 minutes, which means we're ready to run this Dynamite, but we still have like 10 minutes left. We can add some more promos if we need to. We're gonna put this before the main event. And yeah, speaking of promos, who should we here? Let's see. Who's got better promo skills? AJ Mendez or Davina? AJ Mendez 78 to 86. Oh, and she's really popular. Oh, they have the same mic skills actually, but AJ Mendez is more popular. All right, so we're gonna give AJ Mendez a promo. All right, AJ Mendez is gonna prove that she's a star and that Davina Rose is a loser. Yeah, even though she's one of the tag champions, she's still crazy. So yeah, she's very jealous that Davina Rose was the first women's champion. So that's why she's so mad. It's gonna be a tease. And I imagine after last week where AJ Mendez and Nikki Storm attacked everybody, Renee Paquette will be a bit reluctant to interview them. But yeah, we'll have her be there just to, they can play off each other. She can make facial expressions like, oh, brother, this guy stinks. And let's get Max the Impaler here too. Oh, and I almost forgot to have them actually talk about Davina Rose and Mia Yim. That would have been bad. All right, is there anybody still? Oh, Walter is still not on the show. Neither is AJ Styles, Maria. Walter is just gonna get a 3-minute promo. We'll just have no interviewer, just Walter by himself. And I immediately contradict that by putting Timothy Thatcher there. Just Walter and Ring Camp by themselves. And we're gonna have him. He's gonna cut a promo basically saying that he respects Bryan Danielson. But of course, he always knew that the outcome would be him winning in the end. But he's gonna send a message to Don Callis and Swerve Strickland, basically saying, I don't appreciate people getting involved in my business, so I would advise you in the future to, steer clear of me. Or if you want to get my attention, why don't you come face me like a man? All right, I think we're gonna stop here because I'm sure we could find somebody else to give a 3-minute promo to. But yeah, this show is 122 minutes. We're at 69%. So yeah, that's good. We tried to pack as many people as we can on the show. We've got a title match in the main event. Dragon Lee versus Bandido should be good. I hope Swerve and Ilya Dragunov pull off a good match. Oh, you know what? Actually, we can give John Moxley a 3-minute promo. I wasn't going to, but I was like, you know what? The Death Riders are losing in the opening match. I feel like John Moxley would have something to say about that. So yeah, we're gonna have John Moxley cut a typical Death Riders John Moxley promo where he's gonna be like, all right, you know, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Eddie Kingston and Kento Miyahara, you got the win tonight. You won a battle, but can you survive the war? Or some shit like that. We've put so many angles on this show. I have no clue if we're gonna get the bonus or not, but we will see. We're definitely running a lot of them. All right, there's just gonna have to be a bunch of promos right in the middle of the show. And I guess I'm okay with that. All right, so we're now at 125 minutes. And we have a pre-show match. For the love of God, somebody save me from this booking screen. What did we get last time? Oh, we got a 91 last time. I don't I don't know if we're gonna be able to top that, but you know what? Fuck it. We're shooting for a 91. It's got a 64. Oh, Sarah Del Rey got a 64. Wow. Wow. Okay, yeah, so she's gonna wrestle Awesome Kong at the pay-per-view. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I saw Sarah Del Rey versus Awesome Kong in real life on an ROH show, and they only gave them like 10 minutes or something. I remember being so disappointed at the time because it was like, you know, these are two women that can actually wrestle, and I was excited for a good match. But anyways, that's a story for another time. Let's get to Dynamite. The opening segment, it's an 83. That's pretty good. Cody struggled to go off script. Wow. But yeah, great opening segment. Did Brandy tease her heel turn? I hope she did. All right, the opening match gets an 81, despite the fact that Eddie Kingston and Kento Miyahara don't work well as a team. I'm very tempted to go in the editor and give them like neutral chemistry, but I'm not gonna do that. They don't always have to team together. But yeah, Eddie Kingston and Kento Miyahara pick up a win over the Death Riders, Shingo Takagi and Fergal Devitt. All right. All right, we go from that match immediately straight into another good match. Swerve Strickland and Ilya Dragunov gets a 80. Yeah, wow, Ilya Dragunov doing almost just as good as Swerve. Yeah, that's pretty insane. Yeah, this was a great match. We might get that 91. We might just get that 91. I don't know. Yeah, Swerve and Don Callis on the wrong side of the heel face divide. We're gonna have to, yeah. I don't know what I'm waiting for to turn Don Callis heel. I guess just for a point where it makes sense. As of now, he's kind of just a neutral, a tweener, I'd say. He's just a manager. But yeah, in my mind, he's a heel already. All right, the post-match segment with the debut of Chris Hero gets a 59. Not the greatest segment ever, but not the worst. Chris Hero's gimmick got a rating of great. The storyline lost heat. Yeah, I guess because the match was so good. That makes sense. Oh yeah, look for Kenta and Chris Hero to wrestle Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs soon. All right, John Moxley promo gets a 71. A little weak for a Moxley promo, I must say, but all right, not terrible. I'm just, I'm used to him doing better. Although we only gave him 3 minutes. All right, this segment with the Lucha Brothers and Celina de la Renta and the Latin Mafia gets a 65. Celina de la Renta performed poorly. That's unfortunate, but we'll keep trying with her. I mean, if she can't cut promos, she can still just be their manager, I guess. That's fine. This Hannah Kimura promo gets a 41. Hannah Kimura was terrible with no script to follow. Okay. Maybe we should remember this and try to script her promo next time. All right. Back to in-ring action. SCU takes on the Dark Order, Evil Uno, and Chris Brooks, and gets a win in a match that got a 72. A lot of good matches so far on the show. Yeah, solid match. Excalibur and Ultramantis Black have good chemistry when calling matches together. You know what? Yeah, I agree. I would love to hear that. I would love for that to be the Dynamite commentary team. All right, segment with FTU coming out gets FTU, FTR and the Young Bucks coming out gets a 68. Just combined all their names. The FTU Bucks. Walter promo gets a 69. Okay. He's giving a stern warning to the Don Callis family where he's like, I don't appreciate people meddling in my business. So I would appreciate it if you in the future you don't do that. AJ Mendez promo only gets a 66. I don't know, man. I don't know what's with all these people and their good mic skills not cutting good promos, but yeah, we can't really. What else can we do but keep trying? In our Steal the Show matches tonight, Dragon Lee and Bandido get an 82. Really good match. Yeah, this is a preview of what's to come in the Cruiserweight division, I'd say. And yeah, great match. I'm glad Bandido recovered from his rib injury in time for this. Post match gets a 66. Yeah, Latin Mafia beat down on Bandido. Black Taurus and Demonic Flamita, they want no part of that smoke. They're out of there. Dragon Lee forced to watch. Yeah, he can't do anything. He can't, he's not gonna stand up to 5 guys. Or is he? He might. Bryan Danielson promo gets a 75. Okay, thank you, Bryan Danielson. Hey, all right, in the main event, women's title match, or women's tag title match, excuse me, AJ Mendez and Nikki Storm get the win. And the match gets a 79. I forgot to add Max the Impaler, but whatever. You can just imagine that she was involved somehow. Maybe she provided a distraction. And yeah, solid match. AJ Mendez and Davina Rose getting the same rating. Wow. Ooh, an 83. All right, if we would have got the angle bonus, we might have been close to a 90. But you know what? An 83 is still a very good score. We take that. Yeah, I accept. All right, it's time to book some dark. Actually, you know what? Before we book this dark, I'm gonna take a quick break. We've been going for about an hour, a little under an hour and a half, an hour and 25 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna stretch my legs, drink some water. I actually need to refill my cup. And yeah, when I get back, we're gonna book this episode of Dark. So yeah, please don't go anywhere. I hope you like this video or stream. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Yeah. Okay, we're back. It's time to book this episode of Dark. All right, who wasn't on Dynamite? I know we didn't. We gave the Lucha Brothers a promo. Maybe we can give them a match on Dark. That's always fun. Let's see, is there anyone they haven't beat? Oh yeah, right. The last time they wrestled, they teamed with the Young Bucks and lost to FTR and Los Garzas. But before that, they beat Los Garzas, but by DQ. Okay. All right, that was Andrade's debut. Also, didn't we do a bunch of didn't we give him a bunch of trios matches wins with Wagner Jr. or am I making that up? Oh yeah, they beat Psycho Clown and the Hybrid 2, Ringo Loco, Toxin and Latigo, Bandido, Demonic Lumina and Black Toros, Fantasma, Dragon Lee and Laredo Kid. Yeah, I gave them all these trios wins. Yeah, why was I doing that again? I think it was gonna be something with Fantasma, but you know what? Latin Mafia's here now. They're hot. They're new. So we'll do something else. You know what? I don't want them to actually wrestle Latin Mafia on this show. I feel like that's too big of a match. Pretty much in any way. So we're gonna do. Where are you? Oh, Laredo Kid is heel now, so we're gonna do Laredo Kid. Even though he's the ROH TV champion, whatever. We're just gonna ignore that. We do Toxin and Latigo. We could also do Galeno Del Mal and Calvin Tankman. That would be cool. Yeah, let's do Toxin and Latigo. Even though we've basically done this match already with I think somebody else was in it instead of Laredo Kid. All right, the return of Dr. Wagner Dracero. Yeah, I've been needing to find a way to get Dr. Wagner Jr. involved in the match again. I mean, in the storyline, we can just have them win this match and call out Latin Mafia, and that can lead to a trios match. And yeah, that can be just how we get him involved because he's kind of been on the sidelines for a while, but we like Dr. Wagner. He's good. I'm gonna give Penta the win here. Open match. Should we tell them to steal the show? We don't have to because it's dark. I mean, we probably could. Yeah, Laredo Kid can definitely do it. He's got some decent consistency. Ooh, Latigo, not quite. I was about to say, what if we get Gringo Loco instead? Oh, Gringo Loco, a little banged up, but way more consistent. All right, yeah. Sorry, Latigo. Oh goddamn, I gotta. Oh, yeah, so Latigo out, Gringo Loco in. All right, everything's coming up Gringo Loco lately. New girlfriend, dark match. Oh, Toxin take the loss. Oh yeah, we're gonna tell them to steal the show. It's gonna be the main event. Okay. All right, yeah, and after that, we're gonna give them another promo. All right, we're just gonna give him 3 minutes to close the show. He can call them, a bunch of Spanish curse words and stuff to pop the crowd, and then just end the promo with Seattle Mello, and they play his music, and that's the show. I really am looking forward to booking this Cibernetico. I know it's silly, but I'm really excited about just booking that match because yeah, it's like the CMLL save has bled over into this save, and I was like, I gotta book a lucha match. I gotta book a lucha match. Just 5 luchadors, or I mean, 9 luchadors and Eddie Kingston going at it and putting on a great show. Eddie Kingston is doing his best. All right, so let's see who else wasn't on Dynamite. Hannah Kimura, Russell, and Sarah Dore had that match on the dark match. Or they had a match on the pre-show. Let's just give Sarah Dore a singles match here. She's been out of the game for years. She's been retired. She's been training people. She's been working backstage. So to knock the rust off, she's just gonna show up and start beating people on dark. Who can she take on? Jamie Hayter's still here. Yeah, let's have her go over Jamie Hayter. That would be a sick match, also. 10 minutes. 10 minutes is kind of long. Is Saturday over? Oh, Saturday is unimportant. Okay, we need to change this. We're just gonna run back that exact same dark match, actually. Because you know what? If it did well as a dark match, it can go on dark. What was it? Jamie Hayter, Stephanie Vaquer, and who else? Um, who else? Oh, Julia. I could not remember who else was the third person. You know what? You know what? Yeah, we can just run this match back. All right, only 22 more minutes, so we need maybe another match, a couple more promos. No, we have promos. Here, we're gonna do 2 minutes backstage. This might be a bad idea. Oh yeah, if you guys remember, Sarah Del Rey was attacked by Awesome Kong pretty recently when Sarah Del Rey was trying to stop Awesome Kong from attacking Hana Kimura. And yeah, given their history together and the bad blood there, Awesome Kong just kind of looked at Sarah Del Rey and, threw her into a wall, smashed her through a table, all that. So Sarah Del Rey, she's back. She's back in the ring. She wants revenge. Let's get Denise. And I think Martina actually has better mic skills than Hana Kimura, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she does. So we're gonna let her talk. We're gonna try this out. And yeah, bearing in mind that Sarah Del Rey is also talking in this promo, we'll see how this does. I don't know if I mean I'm assuming Martina talking will help the promo if anything, but yeah, we'll see. All right, who else do we want to give a match to? You know who actually? Let's book. We haven't booked the non-beer money members of Suzuki-gun in a while. So yeah, let's give a win to Zack Sabre Jr., Minoru Suzuki, and Lance Archer. Who can they beat? We might need to bring people in for this, but let's see. We'll put in Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy. Matt Sydal, maybe. Oh yeah, we're gonna give Minoru Suzuki the win. All right, 6 more minutes. Let's give a promo to Eddie Kingston and Kento Miyahara. We're just gonna have Eddie talk. All right. Yeah, John Moxley asks him, can you think you guys can survive the war? And Eddie Kingston's gonna cut a promo this week, like, can I survive the war? Brother, I come from war. I've seen things and I've done things that most people can't even imagine. Things that would haunt you in your nightmares, John. Eddie Kingston and Melissa. Yeah, because Eddie Kingston he's not one to get called out in a promo and not respond, So we'll give him this promo here. All right, we only need 3 more minutes. we go promo to? You know what? The Briscoe brothers beat Beer Money with the help of Maria at the anniversary show. So let's give them a quick let's give them a 4-minute promo. And we'll let Maria talk. I believe she's got good mic skills. Jay, I guess you can also talk. Oh wait, did I make Bobby Roode a background player? Whoop. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I imagine the promo is just them thanking Maria for helping them and being like, you guys, Beer Money, you guys thought you could outsmart us. You thought that you could take us for fools, but we ain't no fools. And with the help of my friend Maria, we done got y'all. I imagine that's how Jay Briscoe would say it. Okay, and do we want to book anything else? You know what we want to book actually? We're gonna. I'm always complaining that in Dev they don't book Lady Shawnee and Cerise, so we're gonna book them. Give me, give me Roxy. No, I'll do it myself if I have to. All right, 8-minute dark match. Let's just grab all the women we can. All right, on the babyface side, we're gonna have. Here we'll do Hikaru Shida, Mika Iwata, Sari, and Roxy. They can take on. Here, they can take on Penelope Ford, Dark Sheik, Lady Shani, and Silhouette. Here, we're gonna give the win to Sari. See if that does anything for her. And you know what? Just to ensure that she doesn't beat Lady Shani, we're gonna have her beat Dark Sheik. All right, so this is a very slapped together episode of Dark. I had no plans coming into this, but we found the way. Yeah, let's see how this does. What did we get last Dark? 78. All right, we're shooting for a 79. I don't think this is a 79. We're shooting for like a 75. All right, 8-on-8 women's action gets a 66. All right, so we got a 64. You know, she's not over yet. Imagine if she was over. Super Delphin, come on. I don't know why you're wasting time booking to Neil Dashwood. All right, Suzuki Goon versus Matt Seidel and Private Party gets a 74. Wow. Okay, yeah. Zack Sabre Jr. kind of carried this match. Minoru Suzuki also did good, as did Matt Seidel. Yeah, shockingly good match to start the show. All right, the Eddie Kingston promo gets a 69. Okay, pretty good. Ooh, the Martina and Sarah Del Rey both. I said I was going to script Hannah Kimura. I should have applied that to all of them. I should have applied that to all of them. That's on me. They're not even talking about Stokely or Awesome Kong off screen. All right, this is just a poorly booked angle, but Sarah Del Rey is back. Okay, and the 6-woman action gets a 63. Once again, Sarah Del Rey doing pretty good. Gets a 64. That's better than I thought she'd be doing. You know, she's coming out of retirement, but yeah, she's right up there with Martina and Hannah Kimura. So yeah, we're most likely gonna have her challenge for the title at the pay-per-view. What Julia got? 50. All right, the segment with Maria and the Briscoes gets a 70. I'm assuming Maria carried this, although Jay Briscoe improvised well. All right, in our main event, we had the Luchadors go out and steal the show. We got Wagner, Tercero, and the Lucha Brothers beating the team of Laredo Kid, Toxin, and Gringo Loco, getting a 76. That's a really good match for Dark. Laredo Kid got a 72. Damn. We need to call this guy up. Okay, and the promo after got a 59. That's okay. Oh, 77. Okay, yeah. Good show. Good show. We got the angle bonus. Solid work here. We made a bunch of money. All right, we didn't gain any pop in the US, but we gained pop everywhere else. So yeah, good shows. Good shows. Yeah, I really am surprised that Sarah Zerba being so good because she's got a little bit of pop, but she's not that popular. Unless because she has a 51 in like the Great Lakes, I think. Yeah, but we weren't in the Great Lakes and we weren't in the Tri-State. We were in New England. So yeah, if she's doing that good somewhere where she's got a 38 or a 37, yeah, she's good. Oh, Naomi might be out of WWE. Does she? We tried to sign her before, but WWE kind of got the jump on us. They they weren't really pushing her, it seems, but she's got pretty good stats. Star quality 82. I mean, yeah, and if they're not gonna bring her back in, let's go. Let's grab her. We'll give her 2 years. Oh yeah, we can always use more women. Randy Rain. Who's this guy? Oh, he's pretty good. Who the hell is this? All right, anyways. There's like random people in this mod that'll have better stats than you expect them to have, and it's just like, who is this person? There's only 30 days remaining on the contract of Denise Salcedo. Oh, and Melissa Santos. All right, so let's go ahead and look at these two. Man, you can't go to like their match history and see the segments they were in, but let's just look at their pop. All right, so from last year to now, she's gotten up 10 points in popularity. She's got 55 to 100 mic skills. That's a very wide range. Melissa Santos, a bit more popular. 50 to 80. I mean, honestly, if we're gonna have Dynamite and Collision, I don't know if we're gonna do like a brand split immediately when we do that, but we may do that at some point down the line. So we should probably just keep both of them, right? Oh, Ricky Steamboat's a fan of Will Hobbs. I mean, yeah, and it's like, I guess technically in this game, you don't need to have interviewers around, but my immersion. Offer a 2-year extension. I'm a $5,000 bonus. Your travel costs are not covered. Alright, I'll do the same with Melissa too. Alright, it's very important that we keep our backstage interviewers. I think my screen I think my stream froze because my screen just turned off on my phone. Yeah, I don't know what's going on lately. The Twitch app just kind of sucks. All right, it's Thursday. Let's keep advancing. Let's see. We know some stuff we want to do next week. SCU versus FTR, Kenta and Chris Hero versus Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs. We can do Kenny Omega and Adam Page versus Cody and MJF, maybe. Although, I mean, let's keep advancing. We've been going for a little under 2 hours now. Yeah, unfortunately, I need to get ready to go somewhere soon. I'm just noticing the time now. It's 5:11, and I should probably, if we try to do a whole nother show, like a whole nother week, I feel like it might be at least another hour. So yeah, I think I might just have to get us up to Wednesday, and then we maybe have to call it a stream. Actually, I'm sorry, guys. I was planning on doing some more, but I just realized or not that I realized I have to go somewhere, but I kind of forgot about the time. So yeah. Unfortunately, I have to do real life stuff. Tragic. Like Noah. Hey, Bandido's here. We're paying him $130 a month for 4 years. Wow. Congratulations, Bandido. What a contract. All right, we're still waiting on Trinity, Denise, and Melissa. Oh, Teddy Hart gone from AAA. He was fired minutes before the show. Oh, he tried to hold them up for money. That's a dangerous game. It's a dangerous game to play. I think the pay-per-view is shaping up pretty nicely. We've got 4 weeks to go. Yeah, I've pretty much everything. We pretty much know everything we're gonna do. There's still some people not on the card. Like maybe we can do Briscoe's Beer Money 3. It can be some kind of stipulation match. I really would like to do Kenzo Miyahara versus John Moxley, but it kind of depends on whether or not John Moxley is willing to put him over. I guess John Moxley can beat him and it'll still be a good match, but I really would like for Kenzo Miyahara to get this big win. All Right, Denise Salcedo remains all elite. Oh, let's see what happens on SmackDown. 77. Chris Jericho and Wesley Blake defeated Samojo and Shinsuke Nakamura. Okay. But yeah, well, so we can probably get Briscoes and Beer Money on the card. I'm trying to think who else, because there's got to be like the rest of the Death Riders that aren't John Moxley. Since if we're gonna have Eddie Kingston in the Latin Mafia match, I don't. They pretty much have nothing to do. We might have to find some people for them to squash on the pre-show. AJ Styles gonna need something to do. Maybe AJ Styles can wrestle the other Death Riders. All right, let's keep going. No, Briscoes and Beer Money. Here, I'm gonna write this down. See, I got the full gear card down here. All right, this is the trilogy match between them. It's gonna have to be some kind of stipulation match. What if we do like a strap match or like a street fight or something cool like that? I'm just gonna write some type. Because if we're running the match for the third time, we gotta raise the stakes some. All right. All right, yeah, I usually don't do this. I need to get in the habit of advancing to Wednesday, so when I start the stream, I don't have to spend the first 10 minutes kind of trying to get to Wednesday. It'd be very helpful if I continue doing this. All right. Matt Taven to New Japan. Okay, good for him. Melissa Stanton. Right. Still waiting on Trinity. I feel like there was something with right, this ROH stuff. We've got time to do this actually, so let's do that. We can stay on Tuesday. Let's go to ROH. Yeah, let's figure out this weird contract situation, because there's certain people here that for some reason, like Colt Cabana works for ROH, but when we try to, for some reason, when we try to like bring people in for matches, Colt Cabana is not there, Kelly Klein's not there, I don't think Will Ospreay's not there. What if we maybe we have to sign them to AEW and send them back to them? Maybe that's what we have to do. So we're gonna do exclusive written Colt Cabana. We'll do 2 years. We're probably gonna keep them in dev that whole time, but yeah, 2 years. we'll give him 35% split. I mean, I hope this fixes it. I can't think of what else to do. We also had people like who is it? Not Scarlet Bordeaux. It's no, not Scarlet. Who? Oh, Mandy Leone. Where we had her, who for some reason she would still appear on the AEW roster, even though she was also in ROH. So I just released her from AEW. But yeah, I don't remember whether or not she shows up when we check. So yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. Kelly Klein, she's got solid fundamentals, but her actual like stats aren't too great. She does have a decent bit of popularity though. She's been in Ring of Honor for a while, and she was the champion. I feel like she's kind of useful to have around. Here, we're gonna give her a 1-year contract and see how we feel about it a year from now. Okay, and yeah, last but not least, Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay, I actually don't know what we're gonna do about this guy, because I feel like I've spoken about this before, but yeah, he's a physical wreck. It's severely impairing his ability to perform. He's got a troublesome neck. Well, he only works for 2 companies right now. Well, that's better. I feel like before he worked for more companies. But yeah, see, my issue is even if we signed him to an exclusive contract, he has a written contract with New Japan, and it extends all the way to like 2024 or something like that. So he would still be working New Japan that whole time. So my idea originally was to hire him exclusively and give him like a long vacation, like 6 months or something, to see if he would recover a bit. But since he's in New Japan, we can't really do that. So yeah, with that, all that being said, I don't know that I actually want to bring him in. Which is weird to say because it's Will Ospreay, but he's all beat up. He is the ROH World Champion. I mean, he does have good matches. But yeah, see, like a 71 is pretty good, but it's not like amazing. Yeah, Jonathan Gresham outdid him here. So yeah, we're just gonna leave Will Ospreay as is because yeah, he's with New Japan, so there's nothing we can do about that. All right, now that it's about to be the end of the video, before we end it, it's time for some cheating. Dun dun dun. All right, so to that one guy who commented telling me that I should just make Alex Shelley an active wrestler again, shout out to you. You're responsible for this. Because I was really just gonna leave him as a road agent, but then once I read that comment, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I can just make him a wrestler again. And I see no reason not to. We definitely don't need people as we're not like hurting for road agents or anything. We've got plenty. Rank status. Active. Boom. He doesn't need to be a manager. I don't know why he's not. His style never wrestles. He can be a technician. Assuming he's got good tech. Oh no, this is attributes. Yeah, he's got good tech. He'll be a Oh, all right. Would you look at that? Alex Shelley suddenly decided that he wants to come back from retirement in Ring of Honor, of all places, where it all began for Alex Shelley. So yeah, he's back. Is it gonna make us renegotiate his contract? I actually wonder about that. I don't know. What am I trying to do? Oh, I want to make him and Chris Sabin a tag team. Oh, I'm surprised they're not here already. Do they have a finish? Oh, man, Detroit. There you go. Oh, all right. Here, let's go. Oh, they're right there. Gotta make them act. Boom. Oh, did I not? Oh, I didn't save it. God. All right, hold on, hold on. We're gonna do this. All right, the Motor City Machine Guns are officially back in business. They're in Ring of Honor now. So yeah, I hope that goes well. Alex Shelley is gonna have to gain some pop to catch up to Chris Sabin, but I'm sure he'll be able to do that. And yeah, in the future, we'll probably bring him into AEW at some point. So yeah, all right. Thanks for cheating with me, guys. That's the video for today. I'm sorry this is a shorter episode. I really do have stuff I need to go do. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you catch the next episode. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. Call me out for being a big fat cheater and not accepting what the game told me. The game said Alex Shelley is retired, and I'm cruelly forcing him to get his ass back in the ring against his will. So yeah, you can tell me all about that in the comments below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm Hijo de Amigo, and I hope to catch you next time. Take it easy.